Hi, my name is Colleen Meagle. I am a Texas licensed business attorney. And one of the questions that I get fairly frequently is they go and say, "Hey, I want to go form an S Corp." And I think that that's awesome that someone wants to go form an S Corp, but you can't go and knock on the Secretary of State's door and say, "I want to go and form a S Corp," right? The Secretary is going to say, Secretary of State is going to laugh at you and then say, "Well, we don't serve that here." They only allow for you to go and file for, let's say, an LLC or a corporation or a limited partnership or even a nonprofit, right? Just to name a few different types of entities. Um, but what you can do is you can form the entity at the Secretary of State, and then what you do is you go and you get your EIN, right, the Employment Identification Number from the IRS, and then you go knock on the IRS's door and you say, "Hi, I'd like to make an election to go and become an S Corp," right? So really what an S Corp is, and I'm not going through all the tax details here, but mechanically speaking, you form the entity at the Secretary of State level, and then you make an election with the IRS to be treated as an S Corp. So the S Corp is only a tax concept. I repeat, it's only a tax concept. And I get this question so very frequently, and it's okay. It's okay to ask these types of questions, but there's a very important distinguishment that has to be made, which is the S corp is not something that you can go and get an order at the Secretary of State level. You have to go through the motions of setting something up with the Secretary of State and then knocking on the Internal Revenue Service door and say, "I'd like to make an election, please." So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is below. Thank you all so much.